Hey, hi. Good evening. I apologize for the late-ish start, but here I am, about to take a look at Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Using off the second game in the Garfield Kart series, developed by Microids. And once you know, apparently the first Garfield Kart game was released in 2013, so I think this game is like a decade old now. Look at that, we're celebrating its 10th anniversary. Let's go. Wow, I heard you could see some Garfield characters in like was it there was a Nickelodeon kart racing game you could also get, and there's Garfield characters in there. It was only like 2 of them. Anyways, yeah. It's like a kart racer except Garfield. That's like the long and short of it. So let's not dilly-dally anymore. I don't have much interesting to say about it because I feel like you can get like pretty much everything you need from here. I like how the modes are represented here. You have the single slice for a single player and a full whole pizza for split screen multiplayer, and get little bits of cheese taken out of the pie to represent the Earth in online multiplayer. Also, why pizza? I thought Garfield's like a fan of lasagna. VTuber, yeah, that's who I am. I am VTuber. Hello, Twitch Chungus one. All right, we're gonna jump in here. Yeah, we'll do a Grand Prix. I like how this is so mascot kart racer. They even kind of stick to the same kind of speed class conventions. It's 50cc, 100cc, and 150cc. Although I like how it's represented by milk, coffee, and then the whole carafe. Is that how you pronounce it? Carafe coffee? We'll do a Grand Prix. Anyways. Oh, there's our fabled lasagna. The pizza cup, the burger cup, ice cream cup, and the random selection. I guess like Mario Kart, they have 16 tracks. Right tracks. For the characters, of course, we gotta have Garfield. We also have John, right? They're kind of the principal guys in the Garfield strip. Have Liz, the love of John's life. So she must be happy, right? Yeah, she kind of looks like Flo from the Progressive. Yeah, Flo from Progressive insurance commercials. Anyone remember Mod Nation Racers from the PS3? Or how they had like that free DLC that you could use to kind of dress your character up like Flo from Progressive for some reason. Yeah. Also, we have Odie, the poor dog who keeps getting kicked off the table by Garfield. Arlene, which I assume is like the Amy Rose of the Garfield series. He's Garfield's girlfriend. Well, almost. I just like how the bios here only take up like maybe a quarter of the text box there. It's like they planned to write more, but they weren't quite sure what to put in there. Normal, self-proclaimed cutest cat in the world. Whatever. I think this is also another character who's mistreated by Garfield frequently, right? He's always getting shipped off to like another country or something like that. Squeak, the first mouse to be friends with Garfield. Respect. Haven't seen them quite as often. And Harry, an alley cat, friend of Garfield, big fan of chicks. We're talking about like baby chickens, right? Well, I guess for the first series, we gotta play as the main man himself, right? Garfield. Oh. Okay, I guess you had to select all of this stuff from that selection there. Alright. So we're going all default. I guess that works. No, I did open up the game beforehand to take a look at the controls, so I kind of know what to do here, so don't worry, I'm not gonna be flailing around. Well, except maybe to figure out how to boost start if they have it. Alright, here we go. So yeah. Interestingly enough, A is the drift button. Usually this kind of stuff is like, if they have like left trigger, right trigger driving controls, Right trigger is like usually the right triggers accelerate, and left trigger is usually like the boost slash ow. Oh, I guess I got hit. Huh. Well, because even got like the drift sparks, so you know how fast, what level of boost you got. And maybe I shouldn't have tried to go for that puzzle piece there. They're kind of like candies, aren't they? Oh, so how did they get that one up there? Or it's something I have to like reverse and oh snap. Or maybe I pick one of these springs? Okay, maybe not. Maybe there's like an item I can use to propel myself into the air. Maybe that's what I use. I think this music probably needs like a few more verses to make it okay. Oh wait, I think I figured out how to get in there. There's those barriers back there that I probably could have broken through to get the puzzle piece. What does that even get us? Is that like an unlockable? Do I get like another character or parts or something? Usually get additional stuff while racing is reserved for like a side mode. And again, they might do things differently here. Those USOs supposed to affect me? I wonder. Oh well, I got first place. Look at that. Fortunately, I forgot to put on a horse hat, and I'm guessing the last one is a horn. Is that what that is, or is that like a spoiler? It's probably a spoiler. Put a spoiler on the car. Hey, I should stick that in Mario Kart. Just add spoilers to all the carts, even the bikes. This Grand Prix scoring system is kind of messed up in general. If you get first, you're kind of gonna dominate the competition. In fact, if you're not in the top 3, you might as well pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I have to assume there are like track names to these, but they're not. They're not there because they have to tell us this is Lasagna Cup Race 2 of 4. Here we go. I like how there's a tornado in the background. Oh, I think I saw... Man, puzzle pieces just floating in the air now. What in the world is this? So remote pies. I wonder if there's like some sort of boost mechanic I'm just not aware of. Also, this item roulette needs to come by much more quickly. You know, my search of like finding new racing games to play, there's one I kind of got into. It's called Kart Rider, which I know it's like a remake of an older game by Nexon, but I think they brought it back. But I've been playing that, and that's like a competent enough kart racer. Like, definitely, you know, compared to your Mario Karts and your Crash Team Racing Nitro Fields, it's not quite there, but it seems fine enough for what it is. Gameplay is definitely a lot more item-centric. Probably a lot less emphasis on skills, or at least that's what I've observed. But, yeah. Oops. I would say monetization's not too bad either. because it's like, yeah, it's nothing gameplay related you can get with like real money, right? All your real money transactions are usually just go to cosmetics and stuff, which is kind of cool. I think part of the reason why Kart Rider caught my eye, because I remember hearing about it like a long time ago, and I didn't pick it up then for, I guess, one reason or another. Maybe I just was not into F2 games then, but yeah, it came back. I think part of it was also because, like, amongst all of, like, the big subscription programs I'm with, they seem to all have like offers up for, hey, get a bunch of currency for Kart Rider Drift. I was like, yeah, you know what? I might as well see what it's all about. Which I guess turned out to be fortuitous, because the currency, I got enough currency to buy like one of their big character packs. It was like a crossover with MapleStory, which is another game I have not played for a very long time. Yeah. They also have a battle pass, so I guess that's kind of standard. It's part and parcel for free-to-play games, it seems like these days. Just come with a battle pass, not loot boxes. Sometimes it's both. I guess if we just let this continue all the way through, we'll just see a preview of the entire track. Which, you know what? As far as track previews go, that's pretty good, right? Might as well see what the whole course is like before you decide to set out on it. Either that or give, like, cinematic flyovers of the track in question, which is fine also, but probably not too hard to, like, just, create a automatic camera that just follows the main track line and shows you the whole thing. Anyways, let's get started. Let's get started on this valley. I do have to wonder, what is the plot of this game? Why are Garfield and company driving in cars, picking up candy, and, like, throwing pies and stuff at each other? Also, why are there no characters from US Acres? I'm sure they could have boosted the roster by like 50% if they added a handful of US Acres characters. And I think about it, wasn't there like some sort of series where like Garfield and friends were also like superheroes during the night, but like when they went back to the daytime, they resumed their boring pet identities? I remember that being a thing. I remember reading there being some sort of book series with like Garfield characters being like nighttime superheroes. I had to go look that up now. Maybe after I do dominate in these Grand Prix here. I do like how each of the items in this game, at least, can be thrown forward or backward. It seems like they have, like, different things, but, for most of the items, it's like, they act like mines if you just drop them backwards, which is pretty cool. At least ensures that, if you're in front, there's nothing there that's going to be completely useless. I can appreciate when, games kind of give you a contingency plan for your stuff. Like, oh, I think I got hit by something. Not just a Garfield cart, just letting you drop everything behind you. I think Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed also lets you do that, but, something like, say, Wipeout, just allowing you to convert your weapon into shield points. Or, Mod Nation Racers and, Little Big Planet Karting allows you to convert your item into a shield, which also works, too, because it allows you to play defense. I guess it comes at the cost of making first place much more annoyingly hard to dethrone, but I guess you gotta make your trade-off somewhere. Oh. I know this is 50cc, so it's gonna be pretty slow. I gotta race the next cup in 100cc and see how much faster that gets. Part of me wishes more kart racing games would kind of divorce speed class from difficulty, because, there are some cases where I just might want to drive fast, but still want to curb stomp all the opponents, It's It's like, why can't I do that? Forgot to see if there's like a... Oh, there is a jump button, but I don't know if it's like a, you know, a jump button, right? Seems just like, you know, visual shorthand for going into drift mode, but part of me hopes it does get me some additional air. Guess we'll find out next time. When it comes to like handling air tricks and stuff, I'm not sure which way I like it better. There's like 3 ways I kind of can think of right off the bat, right? There's the Mario Kart method, I think like from Wii onwards, where you go off a ramp, you press, I think it's the A button, you know, your character does trick, and then you hit the ground, do boost. And then you get like the Crash Team Racing version where you jump, and depending how high you are in the air, you will get a different amount of boost. And then you have the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed version where you do tricks in the air, and depending on how many tricks you do, you get different kinds of boost. But I think that one looks the funniest to me because your character just, like, you know, rotates and spins and flips without much fanfare. It looks kind of, how do you say it? Uncanny? Odd? Although very effective, because it comes fast, so at the very least it does feel like you can get 1 or 2 tricks in before you hit the ground, and if you press it too many times, you definitely know it, and it's your own fault you mess up, right? Risk reward. I kind of dig that. Anyways, let's go and drive through this city. Apparently in bad need of repairs. Who's in charge of this place? I want to speak to them. I want to speak to the manager of the city. Y'all are doing a bad job of keeping this place up. Also, why are the regular cars like so much bigger than the carts? On second thought, don't answer that question. It should be pretty obvious. It reminds me, I always read about articles about, was it that one attraction in Japan that basically recreates Mario Kart but in real life? Every time I read about it, it's always people going, boy, I realized that Nintendo has not shut it down yet. Apparently, I think I read somewhere that Nintendo actually did kind of manage to get it in, get one in on that attraction, I think. Not quite sure. Oh man. All the puzzle pieces are out of the way. Wait, here it is. This is the path. How do I get those aerial pieces? Do I need an item, or I'm just, like, not pressing a certain button? I need to go look at the controls again. There's gotta be, like, some sort of jump, right? Or do I just need, like, mad skills to get the puzzle piece, which I do not have? Oh well. Strategy remains as ever, just, you know, drop stuff on boosters because that will give you that advantage, because either someone's gonna have to take the hit if they want to open up that booster again. I wonder if that spider is a character in the Garfield series. If anything, it probably plays like a bit role, right? It's like the thing that someone smashes with a newspaper when it's needed for a gag. I also like it when kart racers let you store up multiple items, right? Not just one. It's always fun to have a contingency plan handy. I remember Mario Kart 8 not letting you store multiple items, but they changed that for Deluxe. It's kind of funny because they changed the weapon system in Mario Kart 8 to kind of counter strategies that were prevalent at the time, like I think it was like holding on to certain items while queuing up other items. So the way they did it was always like right, you get an item, it'll be automatically activated or something like that. I forget. They went and tried to nerf the whole thing, which I found interesting because they kind of brought back the old system in a deluxe. Yeah, they didn't let you switch between them, but they let you store up another item, which is just enough, even especially when you're getting first place and getting blitzed with stuff. Although in that game, you know, you got lightning blue shells to kind of mitigate that. Anyways, that was a clean sweep. Bombastic spoiler get. Ooh, we got an award ceremony. I just like they just stuck the cars on the podium and everything. These characters don't have a lower half. This is why they're in their cars all the time. Anyways, let's choose a new Grand Prix. Why don't we? We'll go with 100cc this time. Yeah. Next cup, the pizza cup. All right. I actually have to go to these different tabs to pick a different car. Oh, they have different stats and everything. Okay. I assume the 3 symbols there are speed, acceleration, and handling. That's about the level of stats you need for kart racers, right? You need at least those 3. You can throw in whatever else you need as you see fit. Whether it be like boost or drift or stability or items or something like that. Okay, so it looks like... Huh. There are like 5 classes of racers depending on your character. Okay, so it looks like the carts all do affect your stats individually. Like how on the right shows you the color coding for each cart, so you know which car canonically belongs to which character. I guess we'll stick with abstract cart and hats. Oh. I got no hats, man. Dang, I can't even see the unlock requirements. Alright, we'll go with this. I feel like the stat changes here. So your character and your cart make up your base stats, and I guess your hat and your spoiler determine your other stats. Thank you for the follow, Ghost. Appreciate it. I think I will just go with the wacky spoiler, only because it stylistically fits. I'm gonna take a big handling hit, but all my other stats will get better, right? It's gotta be worth something. Oh, hey, here it is. Not US Acres stage. We're just gonna race through the countryside farm here. Alright, you need to get out of my way. I need to catch up here. I think I went off-road a little bit. Oop. Okay, so the pillow is like the lightning of this game. It affects everyone. Don't know if it's like everyone ahead of you or just everyone in general. Yeah, this is feeling a little bit faster. Oop, I meant to throw that forward. Also that. All right, right, X is forward. Oh, wow, just slides on the ground like a shell. Huh, interesting. Okay, so pies are the shells, and I'm guessing the pie with the antenna on top is a homing pie. And that gem is a bomb. Pillow is lightning. Assume UFO is like the blue shell. What does the wand do? And why do I have 2 of them? Ah, I see. It's a position exchanger. Alright. Interesting item. Fortunately, Garfield and the mouse are way ahead. I already forgot the mouse's name. You told me about Garfield. Like, the 4 characters I probably name off the top of my head are Garfield, John, Odie, and Normal. Everyone else, you'd have to probably nudge me in the direction if you want me to remember them. It's kind of funny, actually. I remember as a kid, one of the things we would always do is, watch that Garfield Christmas special. I gotta admit to you, I don't remember why. I guess we were just really into it when we were kids? I don't know. It's kind of funny watching these 2 adult folks, you know, kind of acting a bit more kid-like. I just remember they would get up at like Christmas morning and then the parents would go, alright, what do you want to do first? You want to eat breakfast? And it's like something else, or presents? And of course, John and his brother would yell, presents! And then they'd do their presents thing. And, yeah. I don't know, I think it was like, as far as Christmas special goes, it's probably fine. If I watch it again, I'd probably be amused by it. I don't think I'd watch it repeatedly, though. Alright, now we're driving at night? It's like neighborhood outskirts at night. Ooh, it's got shooting stars, even. Quick, gotta press A repeatedly so that next day you can go ahead and pick up all the star bits that appear on the beach. And if you get all the right ones, maybe you can use them to craft cool zodiac furniture. You know, that zodiac furniture was kind of like my last objective in Animal Crossing New Horizons. That was kind of like the last thing I wanted to do, because it was just just what I needed. Because I think I had the first year I played through, I missed one of the months and did not get enough bits to. Oh, okay, so that's spring. Is the jumper. Okay. Well, I have to keep that in mind now. I kept throwing it behind me because I didn't have much use for it in the first place. Alright, noted. But yeah. Anyway, second year around, I got that Zodiac furniture. And I just went and just placed all the furniture around my island. Because I wanted it to be like, the weird and mysterious phenomena of the island, right? So like 12 Zodiac relics just scattered across the place, including 2 in my house, because they're wall mounts and you can't mount wall things out on the island for some dumb reason. But yeah, anyways, I did that. It's like, I pretty much wrapped it up from there. Like, yep, I did everything I wanted to do. Since, New Horizons pretty much wrapped up updates as well, I'm like, hey, you know what? It was a fun time for what I played it, right? Got me to come back for the food cooking and happy home paradise. Those are pretty cool. Still a lot more stuff I wish they'd implemented, but I guess for what we got in the end, it was pretty darn good. And, considering the time period which it came out, very much needed, for sure. Does anyone out there play Animal Crossing New Horizons? Like, Either you used to play it or you still play it. Oh my god. That was a infuriatingly timed pillow. Don't think I'm gonna get ahead of Alley Cat here, but it's okay. Swear to God. It's only 100cc. You don't need to completely BS me just yet. Not expecting it to be a cakewalk, but I'm not expecting it to, you know, be a complete blowout either. Although I'm hanging in there. It's like old Harry's only got a 2-point lead on me. Fortunately, past second place, the ties for second. Not really much going on there. I guess points changes really, all they really do is just emphasize how important it is to get top 3 or, you know, top 2, top 1, something like that. Yeah, well, I still feel like it doesn't really change all that much in the long run. You might as well just do as many points as there are racers and just go down the line from there. It's much easier to track that way. Easier to kind of mental math it out. Anyways, we're back in the city. Racing through another part. Oh man. I like how the music is like some of the most inoffensive stuff ever. Like, I wouldn't know if Garfield has like the distinctive musical style, but I'm not sure quite if this is it. Ah, we both got hit by items, so not much of a position change there. Except for Harry, who somehow manages to get ahead of me once again. I just need to get a good spot to nail him. I just dropped this one behind me. Pies seem to be the way to go here. What does a lasagna do? Is that just like a boost? I had to assume that was a boost. Probably appropriate that boost is lasagna. As you know, lasagna is kind of a big thing in Garfield, right? So that's what Garfield always wants. Always wants that lasagna. I think I need a good, well-timed shot here. I wish there was some way to kind of speed up item selection. Oh, I think that was Squeak that got first that time. Alright, so... Wow, okay, Harry was just behind, so I think that means I pulled out ahead. Alright, it all comes down to this. Me, Harry, and Squeak are gonna jockey for first here. Which means I gotta at least stay ahead of Harry and Squeak if I don't want them to overtake me. They even get one position above me. They're gonna claim that crown. Alright. So, city and neighborhood tracks I can understand. Sort of outdoorsy, mountain valley type tracks I can kind of sort of also understand, but why desert? All places, why include desert tracks? Like, it feels rather puzzling. Like, I don't think Garfield is, like, known for deserts. Alright, Squeak is ahead of me. I think I mistimed that spring. Okay, I have pie. At least I have pie. Wow, that thing really homes. Oh, man. I wonder if having poor handling really even matters. I feel like theoretically John's handling should be in the pits, but you know, with the way I'm drifting and not going off track that often, I wonder if it really even matters. I also like how this game has like no voice acting, only voice grunts. They're just like generic enough to not make you think of any character in particular. It's like, oh, I don't know. Right, so, you know, it's like... I just remember the voices from like the old Garfield cartoon series. And those are the voices I would kind of associate. And... yeah, I'm surprised there's like not much in the way of... then again, maybe I shouldn't be surprised, right? This Garfield Kart does not seem like a kind of game that would get a big enough budget to justify getting in voice actors to have fully voiced lines and what have you. Definitely would be the kind of thing they would just, you know, maybe get some folks to do grunts. That'd be good enough. That's like how with the Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, the Mii's and the Xbox avatars are just voiced by like the lead developer, right? It's not something you need to put anything specific to. You just need something that sounds close enough to the character so that you have doesn't feel quite out of place compared to everything else. Ooh, good thing I didn't hit that spring. Alright, it's time to do position swap. Dang. That'll work. Squeak's really gonna get one in on me? Ah, man. I threw it the wrong way. Oh, I thought there was like one more. Well, okay. That's it. Squeak wins. 1 point at the end. Ooh. Hey, you know what? Second. That means I still beat 6 other racers. You know, Harry, Garfield, Normal, Odie, Arlene, Liz, y'all can eat it, because I kicked your butts. I get the second biggest share of the lasagna here. Or I guess it would be pizza, wouldn't it? Because it's just a pizza cup. Yeah, let's go. I like how the characters' expressions don't even change. Like, you see Liz on the far end there. She's still got the smile, but animation would suggest that she's probably pretty torn up about this. You know, John, he's got his own smile, but his celebration doesn't quite match the level of expression he has. It's smile. You expect him to be like, I don't know, be mouth open or something. Then again, the lack of voices probably does not help either, right? Don't have any big cheers or anything to indicate something big. Anyways, let's pick a new Grand Prix. Oh, we didn't even get any unlockables from that. Dang. If I want to do 150cc, it's anything like Mario Kart. Just means I'm gonna get my teeth kicked in. Well, we'll do one. We'll do one of them. I like the track previews here. What we have the BioShock Lighthouse. We have a snowy mountain. If I remember correctly, there were some Garfield comic strips about snow. I'm pretty sure there were some about skiing as well. Yet another desert track and a factory. Yeah, because, you know, when I think of Garfield, I think of factories. Alright, who's next? We'll pick Odie, because, you know, he's probably the third most important Garfield character. Okay, do you want to give Odie more all-around stats or put more emphasis on acceleration? Let's go with acceleration. There's loading screen tips, but computer loads the game so fast that I don't have much time to read them. Oh, okay, so we're even further on the outskirts of the city now. It's like we're at the docks. Okay, so this is a dockside track. Alright, alright. Okay, let's see how badly I lose this one. Uh-oh. Wow, okay. So the gem, when you throw it behind you, is basically the TNT crate from Crash Bandicoot. You press that jump enough times, and you can shake it off. And probably blast anyone who's unfortunate enough to be behind you. Oh, geez, I gotta pick a direction and go. Okay, so this track is, like, a little bit more involved. Okay. I mean, it is the third cup, so... expected. But still. What's that purple aura? Is that, like, the star equivalent for this game? Is that, like, the perfume I keep seeing in the item roulette and the tip screen? Ugh! I hate how falling off the track also makes you lose all your stuff. This feels like just adding insult to injury there. So screw this game for having... Oh man, the AI is sure is something else. Oh hey, I got that perfume. Ooh, got physicsed. I super got physicsed. No, I didn't even get to use it. Wow. Just drop me all the way back here, why don't you? Oof. Yeah, once I wrap up this GP, I'm gonna do it all again in 50cc. Because, goddamn. When do I get, like, the UFO? Ah, what? So I mean, rolling over also pretty much the equivalent of falling off the track? The world? Man. It's harsh. Ooh, that was some dreadful music. Just to let you know, hey, you kinda didn't make it to top 3 there. Ouch. Alright. I wonder if I should just quit out. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I feel like 150cc is just gonna be pretty painful, so we'll dial it back. Yeah, we'll do it at 100cc. That was a bit more manageable. Again, we'll pick. Oh, it was all red Kart parts except for Odie. Oops. Curse you for dropping that pie at just the right moment. Oh, it's because he was flashing white. Didn't affect him. Curse you, mercy, invincibility. Yeah, this is like a pretty decent track otherwise. Plenty of stuff to kind of... Well, more stuff than there was in the first 2 cups, at least. No, it started getting a little bit more involved, you know, around Cup 2, but... Cup 3... I wonder what the other tracks will be like. Hopefully I'll have some more interactive elements as well. Now, I've kind of noticed that. None of the tracks really have anything... No, there's no, like, level-specific... There's no track-specific gimmick. They all have ramps, alternate paths, boosters, and, what have you. There's nothing... So, well, the track layout is different, too. You know... Yes. Yeah, but... I guess... Yeah... In a... I'm just saying, it's like if you swapped out the dock environment with like, you know, something else entirely, it probably wouldn't be too harsh, too much of a change. Just trying to think if there's like anything else a docks track could include that would perhaps help make it more docks-like. And by docks, I mean D-O-C-K-S, of course. Okay, so you can't do any drifts while you're off-road. That probably tracks. Uh-oh. I swear to God, if one of you mofos gets ahead of me right at the end here. Looks like that just might happen. Just throw some stuff behind. Ah! I should have been drifting. Yeah, that was my race to lose. Holy cow. Choked at the end there, because I did not drift. Kinda sucks that the only options are next circuit, quit race. One thing, wish they would have maybe not brought over from Mario Kart, the option to just retry a race until you get, you know, you feel like you're at a good spot. It's a rather interesting music selection for a snowy track. Definitely feels like we're expecting to see like a Yeti or something like that. Oops, that was right off a chasm. Whoops. This music feels like it would be more fitting for like a Scooby-Doo kart racer game. Maybe not quite Garfield. Oh, so is this track like going uphill and downhill? That's actually kind of rad. Ooh, man, big air. Too bad there doesn't seem to be any bonus for getting big air. Maybe do any fancy tricks or anything like that. Yeah, okay, so maybe this track, at the very least stylistically, fits with the... And the layout also kind of gets you that sense of going up and down a mountain. I like how they call the laps in this game rounds and not, like, laps. I thought laps was kind of like just standard race game terminology, but I suppose that is not the case, actually. Also, bumping into, like, a wall or a pillar or something is real game stop. I have to keep remembering, once I exit the cave, I gotta turn right. I can't continue the same direction, because that's just gonna cause me to fall off a cliff. Oh, man. Who in the world would put, like, remote control on the pie anyway? Well, this is, like, meant to be like one of those prank pies, right? You put it on the table, someone goes, ooh, pie! They reach out for it, and suddenly the pies just start sliding away from them. And they keep following the pie and keep chasing after it until they run into whatever elaborate trap you've set up for them at the end. That sounds like a Kid Cobb plot right there. Can you mail me that check anytime? Whichever show decides to pick up that plot. I swear! As I tapped that brake spring and took away all my steering control. Oh, maybe the UFO will slow down, squeak. definitely get hit by the last pie at least. Hail Mary! Dang it. I was hoping I would be able to clear that hill, but alas. It was the only thing I got. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Alright, Squeak's still good 6 points ahead of me. Seriously, why does Desert Track seem to be the recurring thing of this? Oh, I guess this game does have a boost start. You just have to hold accelerate at a certain point. It's not tap to boost. Always gets me, just figuring out what kind of start boost system a game has. Is it just like tap accelerate at go, or is it hold at some point before go? Or is it like tap at certain points before go? Or is it like maybe accelerate, rev up your engine at a certain point? Or is it like hold A at a certain point? Or it's a lot of things to consider. Usually this tutorial will let you know which one they do. Man, some of these puzzle pieces are no joke. I wonder if it's a case of you have to win the race to keep the puzzle pieces, or it's as long as you get the puzzle pieces, you will have them collected. Or if it's like you have to get all 3 of them and then you will get the associated unlockable. Like you have to get it. Wait, the world? What was that? Did they hit me with something and then they just played out the animation later? John hit the pie. Probably like a Garfield karmic out there where John slips on a pie and falls on his butt. Off panel, of course, because it's funnier that way. Oh my god. That's what I get for going behind the Squeak. This mofo staying ahead of me. This will not stand. Or maybe it will, because there always seems to be that one cracked AI. It's like no matter how hard you try to race, you're just able to stay one step ahead of you. Right? It's like you try your best to kind of close the gap, but then you make that one mistake and suddenly all that effort you put in just slips away. It just happens over and over again until it's like the end of the race, and then by then it's too late to catch up. At least that's how it feels like it goes to me sometimes. Alright, we'll just hang on to that spring again. Or Squeak again. Make sure we stay one step ahead of them. Alright, so if I jump here... Yeah! There we go. I have to assume it's like it have to be a case of you have to get all 3 puzzle pieces in the same race in order to get the associated unlockable. I feel like that would be the best way to handle it. Oh no. Well, Garfield's behind me, so he gets ahead. It won't be too much of a loss. In fact, if I finish now, it'd actually be a greater blow to Squeaks' score there. Once again, it all comes down to the last race, which Squeak will probably win handily, because... Man. Alright. Oh, I see. So, another section of the neighborhood, except now we're going to the factory. Anyone ever go to, like, a factory as part of a trip or, you know, a visit? I feel like that happened a lot when I was in elementary school. Like, I want to say, I went to a couple of processing plants, right? They were making various kinds of food, and it was kind of neat. Kind of see how they put it all together. Although you can definitely tell they had like the spots and guided out and everything, and the places you could peek in was all, it was all built for tours and stuff, and I think I liked it because at the end I would always get like a free piece of food for them, which was pretty cool to kid me. It's like, ooh, free snacks. Anyways, that's the track. Let's get in here. Looks like a canned tomato factory. Is that what they're making here? Canned tomatoes? Seems like a lot of work for just one thing. Like, imagine you could probably make more like more canned goods here, but hey, this is Garfield universe. And well, tomatoes are like a pretty essential part of lasagna, so maybe it all works out in the end. Alright. I think, is Squeak ahead of me? No, it's Garfield, okay. As long as Squeak stays behind me, I should be okay. That said, they are pretty close, so definitely should not rest on my laurels. Just... okay, Normal's in third now. Alright, well, as long as it's not Squeak. As long as Squeak is like a couple positions behind me, I should be fine. Because the other folks are pretty far behind. Even if one of them manages to stay like one position ahead, I should still be able to eke out a first place victory here. Oh man, I had homing pies as well. Damn. The heck? It just decided to explode as I crossed it. That had to have been intentional. So I see Squeaks is vying for my spot. So I gotta be worried now. How dare you? Also, did I hear no? I mean, I know the characters speak. At least I assume they speak. That was always the funny thing about the Garfield cartoons, right? It's like Garfield had a voice, very distinctive voice, but his mouth never moved. Always had that like same sort of expression to him. Found it weird. I wasn't sure if he was just like saying it or just thinking it, right? Like in the comic strips, right? It's pretty easy to tell, but when that Garfield was just like thinking everything, but in the TV show that was a different affair. Okay, Squeak has not managed to catch up to me, so as long as I don't suddenly get blitzed with stuff. That was not the case, thankfully. Look at that. I stayed ahead of Squeak, so I should gain points over him. Yeah. Wow. I kind of stomped the mouse into the dirt there. So they do have different animations, but it's like something that would be pretty easy to pull off. Anyways, let's pick another Grand Prix here, why don't we? Final cup, the ice cream cup. Ice cream cup. The one cup that actually manages to work out to be a pun. We're gonna dial it back, or just do 50cc for that leisurely cruise. Man. So, well, maybe you don't, but in the US, we have like a bunch of football events, and they all have like bowl in their name. Right, we have like Rose Bowl, College Bowl, Super Bowl. I always wanted to have like a sports event, North American football sports event that had like a punny bowl name, something like Soup Bowl or Salad Bowl or Fruit Bowl. I think there's an Orange Bowl, but I always wanted that to happen because that's kid me thought that would be like the most hilarious thing in the world. I have to admit, it'd still be a pretty hilarious thing, right? Just make a salad bowl or a soup bowl, or an ice cream bowl. Like that would be great. All right, who should we pick for the final cup? Let's do normal. I think he needs a pick me up, right? Guess we'll go with man. The bombastic spoiler didn't boost handling because it looks pretty rad. I guess we'll stick with wacky. Low speed but high acceleration. Alright, for some reason, desert track number 4. I should assume those are like the 4 environments. Suburban, neighborhood, city, desert, and valley. And I just want to make tracks out of it, which... When you put it in that context, it kind of... I have to give them more credit than I initially gave them, because... At least for the other environments, they managed to kind of spin something unique out of all of them. At least make them a bit more distinct, right? You had the valley track that was more snowy, and then you had like the city track that was by the docks, and the suburban track that was your factory. I guess the desert tracks are kind of sort of unique too, right? Like this one is like through a pyramid. Yeah, that's at least stands out from the other desert tracks, which were through the desert. We go through here? I'd assume we go through here. Oh my god, it's a fire pit. Why in the world is there a fire pit in a Garfield-related series? I was looking at like Garfield games, and there's like a whole lot of them, right? I saw there was a Garfield Lasagna Party, which is like essentially Mario Party, but with Garfield characters, and I remember like watching a playthrough of someone just playing Garfield platforming game. Apparently there were like 2 of those made as well. I find it all very amusing. All this effort kind of put into lampooning this cartoon series, right? While people kind of enjoy it still. I'd assume they do, anyway. Like, I don't know, this game is fine. Certainly not doing anything original or amazing, but it's like designed well enough, right? Apart from the getting hit by physics and what have you, the racing seems decent enough. There's a good selection of items. It'll definitely put up a challenge on higher difficulties. I guess the most you could say is just maybe ask if this was at all necessary, but as far as it goes, this is a fine enough kart racer game. I'm certainly entertained enough by it. Entertained enough that, you know, I'll come away from this going, yeah. That sure was a game, and go on with my life. Alright, if I spring across here... There we go, puzzle piece get. Fortunately, I won't get the 3rd one. Or at least I just had to hope that I get the spring before I reach the fire pit. No fire, no spring. Oh man. Okay, the way that kind of just steers you into the pillar once you bump into it. I assume that's just because of the geometry. But it's rather annoying. I feel like when it comes to games better, or at least kart racers that kind of take into account, they have like a way to keep you going forward, right? Especially prevalent, like say Mario Kart, where you know you do the big jumps. Definitely feels like they're kind of guiding you on a track, right? You go off a big jump in one of the Mario Kart tracks. It feels like you're kind of going on a track. They don't want you to fly too far out, and you really have to go out of your way to kind of fall off the track if you're doing on a jump section. All right, so this is the city center, and I assume we're driving through a construction zone. Man. Oh, I forgot to do the boost start. Or maybe it's like a deconstruction, because there's a lot of debris around as well. Feels like they should be doing one or the other. They shouldn't be sectioning... Or maybe they are, because, yeah, you got the parts that are sectioned off for construction, and then everything behind the fence is where, like, the debris is, so... You know, maybe, again, I was quick to judge. Maybe this is a well-concepted track. Hey, I saw that puzzle piece over there. Does it go off-road for a little while to actually get it? I do want to go back to one of the older tracks and try to collect all the puzzle pieces to see if I get anything special. I'd assume puzzle pieces are how we get the additional parts. Or we get hats and stuff. Would at least track. There we go. One spring. Just had to pick up that one puzzle piece I saw. Fortunately, that was only one. I know where the... Oh, wait, here's one. So, boing! And there we go. Okay, well, at least have one more lap to get another spring. Just have to remember to drive off-road at that one spot so I can pick up the other puzzle piece. Man, I wish there were, like, some sort of shield item. Hey, there's a spring. It's probably like the only thing this game needs, some sort of another defensive item. Although I know they were kind of shown in the tips how to counter certain items, so maybe this game doesn't really need a shield item. Who knows? I feel like if I ever went and developed a game for kicks, it would be like a kart racer. At least I feel like something I could probably do decently. Anyways, we'll find out if we get anything after this race for those puzzle pieces. Now they got all three of them. I got all the CTR letters. I got the silver coins. Ah. Puzzle pieces do not give any items. Winning races and timed events against hard bots is the way to get items. Ah, okay. Noted. Thanks. Thanks, Kavas02. Also, hello. And welcome. So what are the puzzle pieces good for, then? Just bragging rights? Okay, so maybe if, achievements. Ah, yes, what better award than the cosmetic one I can show off to everyone? Alright. Okay, so I'm not gonna bore you about them anymore then. Thanks for letting me know. Just spring at the end here for kicks. Yeah! Victory! Items have set bonuses too, so you're encouraged to match your car with the spoiler and the hat and the driver. I figured as much. Or explains why there were colors by that little icon thing. As you can see here, I've not picked up any hats yet. We are halfway through the ice cream cup. Oh, wow. This is a skate park. This is just a skate park. So this is the field stage for this cup. It's just a skate park. Oh, I forgot to boost start again. Whoops. What is with this jazzy music? I was expected something like a bit more hard rocky for a skate park, but that's just me. Also, perhaps a shame that there aren't any tricks you can do in this game. Imagine just being able to do like sick grinds and 180 pop shove at the boneless. I mean, it was a shortcut anyway. The puzzle piece is just in the path. Something tells me I probably shouldn't go off of these ramps. That's really just slowing me down here. Whoops. Oh man. I had to lose my spring because I went and flipped myself upside down. But set bonuses, huh? So it pretty much means that every character kind of has like their final form. Once you unlock their respective parts, you get the souped-up version of the character that you can drive as. That's probably who you will see frequently, because that's, of course, where you get the biggest stat bonuses. Aw, man. Yes, John and Odie are the strongest. Huh. Okay, well, they're definitely they're two of the more prominent characters in the Garfield series, so that tracks. Kind of funny. Where does Garfield tier, then? I have to wonder. It'd be kind of funny where, you know, the comic strip is named after it's like low tier or something like that. I do like how the blue shell equivalent in this game is a bit more of a skill-based item. So, you know, if you're able to kind of evade it, you can kind of mitigate the effects of the UFO on you. You still might get affected depending on where that green light lands, but at the very least, you're not gonna find yourself get get beamed up like you would otherwise. It's like the bees in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. You'll definitely get slowed down, but if you have driving skills, you can mitigate the damage the bees do to you. Alright, next circuit. The final one! That's supposed to be a beach? Or is it just more like a lakeside? I was oh, hey, there's a pirate ship there. I was expecting something like Rainbow Road, but I guess this works. I guess the music kind of feels vaguely climactic-like. It works well enough, I think. Ooh, they even got windmills. Supporters of green energy. Ah, good old mountainside drive. There's one lakeside resort that I used to kind of go on vacation at a lot. And, it was like in the mountains, right? But one of the attractions they had there was like a lake. Amusingly enough, they kind of set up like a beach-like area there, which I always found pretty funny because it's like, feels like kind of a compromise, or it feels like an attempt to try to draw people in, right? Just people who might not be there otherwise. Like, hey, if you like beaches, but maybe you're not too much of a fan of mountain resorts, hey, we got a place for you. We have this beach-like area here at the lake. You can pretend to be at the beach, except you're at a lake. Never went there myself personally. I always went to the pool they had, but I find it fun to note. It's been a while since we've last been there, but I feel like we kind of explored everything we wanted to there. I don't think my family and I are like much of the super outdoorsy type, right? Well, we'll like, you know, go around to the city, we'll gladly go to the beach, but when it comes to things like, I don't know, hiking or things like that, that's not really our thing. Well, might be maybe my sister and brother. At the very least, I wasn't big into it. I don't think my parents were much into it either. But yeah. Right, the last time we went there was only for a weekend, and I think the most we did, you know, apart from just kind of hanging around, was go to the mall there. And that was a decent enough mall. Play online multiplayer after this, and I'll consider it. I can't imagine online being too active. I saw this game was like out in 2019. I have to imagine anyone who's still playing after this is just like super cracked. This game is heat. Is that so? Quite active. Yeah, you're right. Who am I kidding? In a game like this, yeah, of course, they would have at least a active enough community out there, right? Well, I got the puzzle piece, but at what cost? Seriously, why in the world would you put puzzle pieces in this game if the only thing you're gonna do with them is just give, like, not even in-game stuff, it's just a little trophy, pat on the back, here you go. Show it off to all your friends, I guess. Alright, if I jumped here, still off. Ah well. Don't matter. Go ahead and take our clean sweep and go. Hey, holy moly spoiler. So, do you get spoilers by completing a cup in, like, first place in all races? Because I noticed I completed that other cup in, like, first place in all races, and I got 2 spoilers from that as well. And the other 2 cups I did I did not get first place in all races, so I did not get spoilers from that. Said time trials were the other way to get stuff. All right. Well, we have a little time, so maybe I'll try online Yes, exactly, but you are doing it at 50 cc, so your spoiler is lower quality than if you did it at 150 cc. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's how they do it. Alright. So I only got like the bronze tier spoilers, which give me less stats than if I got like the gold tier for completing 150 cc. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, we'll just do join a game, single race, because I don't know if I want to do... Alright, we'll vote. Vote. Okay, we'll go with City Slicker, and, we'll stick with normal. Oop, I forgot to pick my other parts. I keep assuming it's like you press A and then you will just thumb through, the other tabs, but no, it's just press A to confirm your entire selection, so you gotta go through all the tabs yourself. Ah, I see you are in here. Okay. You wanna snipe me? Is that what you were after? Okay, so I assume that the hats are the same way. You do the time trials, and depending on the CC you beat the time trial target at, you'll get a different quality hat. Man, where's second? Okay, I see Arlene and Odie are kind of killing it out there. They're like pretty far ahead of us here. Oh man. You know, I would not be surprised if for kind of like the lap 3 version of all the tracks, they just like went and changed the tempo by like 10% or something. It works well enough, but alright, there we go. I think I got... Huh! Somehow I got second. I would assume Kvass here got first place. Hey, there it is. Well played, well played. Online bots are 150cc by default, so you can definitely get the better spoilers. Ah, okay, okay. Guess we'll just pick the far left tracks. Yeah, okay, I can see here. You see the bronze medal there indicates bronze tier spoiler. Alright. Saw the loading screen tip for the boost start. Oh man. Oh man, okay. Here we go. Yeah, of all the weapons they have in this game, the position changer is definitely one of the more unique ones I've seen. Although again, the ability to kind of be able to throw your items both forward and backward for most of them is pretty welcome. In fact, I have like different functionality too. Really helps. Oh man. I was not expecting that one to actually connect. Of course, it's lap 2, so it's still anyone's game. Oh. I almost drove off the cliff again. It's something I keep forgetting. You exit the cave and it's like immediate turn right. Probably the kind of thing where maybe a sign or something like that would have been handy just to let people know, hey, there's gonna be a drop there, so get ready for it. You just gotta get bamboozled by it the first time, and then just gotta know that it's there from there on out. Managed to finally get ahead of me. Well played, well played. To be honest, that Wanda shot was a lucky fluke, so it was only a matter of time. Yeah, right here. Ah! See, I anticipated it too hard, and I ended up running into the wall instead. Dang it. Because I was goddamn driving sideways. Oh my god. What happened? I was on top of the world and I just choked. I lost it all. Well, I lost some of it. I'm still third. Well, second now. Which, again, well, hey, I beat all the AI, so I guess that's worth something, right? Right. Last one, okay. That is coolio. I mistimed that one. It would be nice to have like some sort of visual indicator that your car is like revving up or something. Ah, man. Ooh, wow. Went real far there. Ah! I had to go to sleep just about as I was about to run into a wall. Ouch. Man. That bites! It's okay, I got like 1.5 laps with which to make all this up. Really shouldn't boost off of that ramp. I feel like that just causes me to overshoot the road by a whole lot. This ends up costing me. This track clearly was not designed with boosting off of jumps in mind. So we'll use it here instead. And... damn it, that crafty cat blocked my homing pie. How dare they? One more shot. All I got was that puny spring. Oh man. Alright, Garfield got better of us this time. Alright, well. Hope you enjoyed the races, Kvass. I think I will also quit out of online here and just do time trials. If that's how I get hats, then I might as well. Alright. Gonna leave that. And back to single player. We're gonna do time trial. And might as well start with Lasagna Cup. Start from the beginning. They say it's a good place to start. Wow. They even give you the medal targets on the right there. Huh. And just tell you outright what the platinum medal target is. I'm not sure which one I like better, right? On one hand, I do like it when the platinum medal target is hidden, because it kind of gives you that extra sense of surprise when you complete the event and you see platinum medal awarded. On the other hand, I can appreciate seeing the time beforehand, so you know what you need to beat. Also, look at the gigantic gap in between the times there. Gold time, you just need a minute and a half. You want platinum, do it in a minute. Better know that track. You better know the ins and outs, and better have a maximum statted cart as well. I have to assume getting a certain medal target will award you with like a particular hat. On the other hand, if there's only 8 racers, maybe it's like a combination of 2 time trials gets you a hat. As to see, unlike Mario Kart, they don't give you like any sort of boosters on hand, right? It's not like you get like 3 mushroom boosts and you gotta use those wisely throughout the race. Now it's just you and your skills. It's not gonna do me any favors. Hey, I think... Wow, achievement I got was actually called Cat Out of Hell. As far as... Well, I mean, it's not like Garfield is for kids. It is a series for that all ages enjoy. Some maybe more ironic than others. Hey, look at that gold medal target. Of course, if I want platinum medal, probably have to get at this for a good long time. I don't know if I have that much long to go. Well, we'll take our golden go. Hey, look at that. Try to win the platinum. Oh, hey. Okay. Aliamander. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. OMG Garfield Kart. Let's go. Yeah. Just checking this out. Just, yeah. It's a pretty decent kart racer, right? It's like... Got the amount of bells and whistles you would expect out of a kart racer, and it feels like, well, I guess, I mean, it's got the characters. That's pretty cool. The tracks, I mean, they're varied. I'll give them that. The items selection is pretty good, at least in a gameplay sense. There's a good mix of stuff. Love Garf Kart. Yeah. Good to see they are out there. Alright. Anyways, we got the TikTok. The diamond. Oh! So I guess the hats also... hats also give you different Give you different effects, huh? Okay. Yeah. Attack duration minus 30%. I assume that means like, it's like time to explode, but then again, that doesn't have the Garfield symbol on it, so... Hat's OP! Is that so? Somehow tracks. But, let's see, we got... Is that... it's hat number... 4? So I have to assume that's like... Odie's hat. Right, no. Second thought, maybe I'll just go with this. We'll just keep doing time trials till we find Garfield's astronaut hat. That seems to be what they're nudging us towards anyway. Alright. Looks like, again, gold medal time is around minute and a half. I think all these tracks were kind of designed with having a 30-second lap time in mind. That probably works well enough. We want these races to kind of be shorter, on the shorter and sweeter side. I feel like the maximum amount of race time you want in like a kart racing track is around 5 minutes. Because it's like at that point, it starts feeling a bit long in the tooth. Oh boy, I can already see getting a gold medal target time here is going to be a bit trickier. I probably have to boost more often. Also not take curves like that. Not go off-road like that. Hopefully I'll get at least a bronze medal target. I'll be surprised if I get even that, to be honest. Maybe this is like where picking a character with a higher max speed would be better. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I didn't even get a medal. Ouch. It's like, ooh, try again. Alright, well, we'll try a different character. Maybe get one with more speed. Like, let's see. John, I suppose. And we'll go with his loadout here. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Normal Chads rise up. I feel like, yeah, that's who I was racing when I was going online. I was maining normal. But the other guy said John and Odie are kind of like the better characters in this game, so maybe we'll stick with those. Probably would also help if I stopped hitting the wall. Imagine that would help my race time. I'm gonna try to at least get like one complete item set. It's like the set bonus thing in action. racing games are kind of like other sorts of games in that regard, where you race a track enough, you start figuring out the ins and outs of it, when you can drift, when you can turn, where all the obstacles and stuff are, and you find yourself doing better. Like, look at me here. Managed to actually beat the bronze medal time. But just barely, right? And hey, I got there, at least. Tried to win the silver. We'll at least get the Betty Bye cap. Hey, I think that means we got the complete John set now, right? Alright, we're gonna go to Pale Rock Lake. I like how they've put names to all these tracks. Cats in the Hood, Crazy Dunes, Pale Rock Lake, City Slicker. Very interesting. Okay, so it's not a John item. His item is the hat and mustache. Although that's a Garfield. Oh wait. So we have that, and no. Man. Okay, we're sticking with John then. Huh. Yeah, switch to John, keep his cart. Yep, spoiler stays. Alright. Okay, so slightly longer, looks like 2.5 minutes for bronze, 2 minutes, about 2:20 for gold. Alright, let's see how this goes. I have to assume the blue time up there is kind of like the recommended lap time for the particular leg of the track. I like how you just get this hey whenever John boosts. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. It's like, what is he thinking there? Oh boy. Oh yeah, this race is pretty much a wash now. Whenever I should just restart. Maybe I should switch to Odie. Odie does have gobs more handling, which I feel like would work better on a track like this. Yeah, I'm gonna try Odie after this. Guess I need to go back to that cup and try to close out 50cc so I can at least get the spoiler part and fine-tune Odie's loadout. I guess the more banjo-esque music fits for this level. You're kind of out in a secluded zone. Ah, 4 seconds off the bronze medal time. Third lap was the best, man. If I'd only gotten like third lap times in my other 2 laps, I would have at least gotten bronze there. Alright, we're gonna switch characters and see if that helps any. Alright, it's Odie. It's the red car. Oh, but there's no red spoiler. Alright, I guess we'll just Hmm. Yeah, okay, we'll give him the stain spoiler, because that's... gives him more acceleration and speed. Oh boy. I can already feel the difference. At least it feels like there's a difference playing as Odie. Like, doesn't feel like I'm kind of slamming into a wall. I say that as I go off-road right there. Okay, maybe it's not so different. Well, the drifting at least feels like you get more granular control out of it. Alright, so I'm actually able to hit the booster there. I tried to maintain my boost, but I ended up slowing myself down. Alright, cost me a lot of time there. Alright, let's see if I can go off the ramp properly. Hey, it looks like I made it. Alright, keep going off the ramp there, and there, and there. Alright. I can definitely see how if you're like pretty good at if you've got the track memorized, you can definitely get yourself some pretty decent boost going there. You could find yourself in a good state of boost, like very good consistent state of boost. Right, you hit all the boost pads, you manage to get the boost drifts just right. And you're going significantly faster than you would normally would be. Alright, got 24 more seconds if I want to get bronze medal. I wish they had, like... They should, I wish they did more of a reverse style of showing the targets, right? Like, they first show you the gold medal target, and then if you don't meet the gold medal target, then they just go down from there, right? Silver, then bronze. I'm thinking of like the way the Burnout 3 does their time trials, where they show you the gold medal target, and then as the time goes on, it starts ticking down. Once you get like 5 seconds left, you hear the beeps, and then if you go over the time for that medal target, you just hear that big sound, and it shows the next medal target. I don't know. I think I like the way Burnout 3 does it, only because of the sound. It feels just right. Like the beeps have the right sense of urgency to them. The sound that plays when you miss the medal target kind of sort of has that, you missed out feel to it. And it's weird to be talking about that, but it's how I feel about that. It's the little touches, right? It's like things like that kind of enhance your experience of the game. Oh, okay. See, again, not a wide gap between bronze, silver, gold. It's only 15 seconds. We'll stick with Odie here. I remember some of the turns here being pretty harrowing. So if I'm having to read this correctly, there's 16 hats in this game, but only 8 of them will confer an appropriate set bonus to their respective character. I have to assume the time trials are all done in like 150cc, because that just feels like the... If you're gonna put metal targets and everything, might as well do it in a maximum speed class. Probably wouldn't have been too hard to, you know, make bronze, silver, gold targets for each metal class. I really should be taking that shortcut. I imagine that would shave off a handful of seconds off my race time. Again, I did not steer into the shortcut. I wonder if time trials just like don't do boost starts, period. That would probably make a modicum of sense. Man, still somewhat peeved though. Why do the puzzle pieces not give you anything except achievements? At least, like, give us liveries or something, right? Give us different colors for the cars. Even if it just is purely cosmetic, that would be something. I like how he had that voice grunt say "ow," even though Odie, I don't think Odie speaks. At most, it's like barking, right? Like, we don't even see his thought bubbles most of the time, I don't think. Oh, it's been a while since I read a Garfield strip, so I might be totally off base. I don't know. I feel like the last time I you know, interacted with Garfield in any sort of meaningful manner that wasn't video form, it was like, Garfield minus Garfield. Y'all know that comic strip? I imagine most people do, because it's, like, pretty famous. Dang it! Ah, something tells me even if I had cleared that jump, I would not have been able to clear the bronze medal time. Well, I managed to do it anyway, huh? I probably could have done a lot better had I not missed that jump. No, I would not have gotten silver. That much is certain. Aristocratic bicorn. Room perfume. Oh, is that what it's called? A protective odor for a super long time. Well, that's our OP. Ah, why did I restart? Okay, good, I can quit. I had tutorials in there. Maybe I should have been looking at this first. Jump! This command allows you to make a small jump. Not much there. Skid. Okay, it's like drift, basically. Yellow sparks, I have to assume this is... okay, blue sparks, yep. Cannon start. When the countdown is between 2 and 1, press and hold right trigger until the race starts to trigger cannon start. Super cannon start. Right before the countdown reaches 1, press and hold right trigger and... Okay, so it's between 2 and 1, but if you wanna really get the timing, gotta do it just before 1 appears. Rear view is left bumper. What's bonus? Ah, okay, these are all the weapons. Huh, yep, lasagna boost. Spring forward, spring back. Huh. Do appreciate they let you know the different functions of the items if they have them forward and backwards. UFOs. Pass under the green striped UFO. Use the falling bonus at the right moment. I do like how they tell you how to counter the weapons too, so if you find yourself on the receiving end, you know how to take care of them. Oh! Okay, so this is the other thing the puzzle pieces are good for. An art gallery. That said, I'm not sure if it's worth going for it. That said, someone in modeling probably had a fun time posing Garfield and friends in different ways and getting all the different props for him. Have here ranking. Who are the best in the world? Not me, that's for sure. I mean, I'm rank 10,000. Here, don't even rate. Don't even rate. Online ranking. Who's the best racer in the world? Pop-Tart. Oh, nope. Code's haunted, but they're qualifying. I am suspicious. That being said, Pop-Tart, Cheer, and Plunderhand have a much better case for being where they are. Ooh, and a garage, okay. I wonder if this is where... Ah, okay. So this is where they tell you how to unlock everything. Okay. Ah. So you don't have to do the time trial. If you want, you could just try the single race. Alright. Now... sneak a peek. I'll get us the John item. Alright, why don't we do that? We'll play... single race 50cc. And what, sneak a peek? Ah, here we go. Huh, sneak a peek, I get it, I get it. Oh, whoops. Got the entirely wrong set there. Hello! Hello, Christopher Yeet. Hello. Good evening to you. Ah, I forgot to hold accelerate for the boost start. Okay, so there's like two ways to unlock hats. Either get a particular medal in the time trial or defeat bots at the appropriate difficulty. Well, can at least appreciate that. If you can't do it one way, do it the other way. How are you today? I'm doing pretty well. It's the middle of the week, so you know, we're part way through it, and it's been pretty uneventful so far. But you know what? Can't complain about that, right? Better uneventful than bad eventful. How are you tonight? How are you tonight? I think if I spring there, man. Well, again, it's only pictures and achievements, so whatever. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Man, this snow effect sure is something else. Feels like they kind of just, like, crossed a bunch of, snowfall gifts together. Kind of just, like, plaster them all over the place to give it that sort of sense of snowfall. Yeah, it works well enough in spots, but, you know, you kind of move to certain parts of the track and definitely can see behind the curtain, in a sense. Yeah, let's see if I... What happens if I use the spring down there? Would that get me a better shot at the puzzle piece? No, it doesn't. Well. So I think that basically, if I want that puzzle piece, I just have to jump off the edge and pray. It's either that or go on YouTube and meticulously look at the spot where the guy uses the spring off the track and just prepare for that when I have the spring. I'd assume having a higher speed class would help too, because I'll need to cover more ground, get more air. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There we go. That should get us our John hat. The Pizzaolio hat. You can throw lots of pies. Yum. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and quit because we got ourselves a full item set here. And we're gonna... Alright, this'll probably be the last thing I do tonight. We'll go back to Grand Prix. One that I managed to... when I did not get a good rating on... And get a good rating on that. Alright, so we have John's Kart, John's hat, and John's spoiler. Wow, yeah, look at that set bonus. You can see it flashing just to let you know that you've got all the items in the complete set, so now you're getting a bigger stat bonus out of it. So this is basically like Super Saiyan John 1. And if we got like the gold and silver, the silver and the gold versions of the spoiler and the hat, we would have like Super Saiyan John 2 and Super Saiyan John 3. I'd imagine the way the bar is going, the stat bonuses from between silver and gold, well, they definitely mean a lot in the long run, but if you're just playing by yourself, it's like tiny little bonus. Doesn't seem like anything too major, but alright. Let's go ahead and grab our 2 bronze spoilers from this, and hey, there we go. It's our super cannon start right there. Hey, I managed to pull it off. Of course, if I could just get in front of Arlene, if she just stopped blocking my path, I might be able to do something. Alright. Well, I can at least still get something out of here. Because it is 50cc, so... shouldn't be too much of an issue to... dominate this race, right? Yeah, I got the right one. I got the right UFO. Haha, how you like that? So why is that like no icon? Oh, that was a pie. Huh. Game glitched out and did not show me what my item was. I wonder if that particular gem was like from an episode or a movie or something like that. Does not feel like something Garfield would normally deal with. But you know how movies are, they always gotta raise the stakes somehow, so even the most innocuous of kids shows will suddenly have like some sort of big deal bad guy to deal with. Right, even the shows that are like centered around comedy and stuff. You got like the movie version, suddenly things get real tricky. Where would the last puzzle piece be, I wonder? Went both sides here and did not find it. Maybe it's like in the middle, I gotta like use a spring to get over it and get the piece in the middle. Uh-oh. Alright, which one? It's not... I did pick the wrong one. I probably should have just tried to thread the needle instead. What was I thinking? I wonder if there's like an achievement for passing through a certain number of green beams. There probably is. Victory is mine. on to the next circuit here. Pizza Cup Race 2 of 4. Definitely see that spot there where a spring would be useful, so I gotta remember to hang on to a spring. I forgot to hold on to the boost. Well, it looks like I managed to at least get a small boost start. It's worth something. Oh, I got hit by something. That was a puzzle piece up there. This is a puzzle piece up here. So if I ramp off, use jump. Yep, there we go. If you don't want to contend with the green beams, you can just thread the needle. Go in between them. I like to have that bus yard over there too. This is like the area that connects the spooky field with the suburban neighborhood of the Garfield world. I do wonder though, how am I supposed to kind of reach the... Oh, it's right here. Just gotta use a spring there. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up 2 springs. Man, wish I could switch items. I think that would be like the only thing I would want. Just to be able to switch items. Well, hey there Garfield, what do you think you're doing? I see, he wants to kick my butt. Okay, okay. Fortunately, he ran over a pie. That's your own fault. This race is mine for the taking. Alright. So at least know how to get the other 2 puzzle pieces. They just require a judicious use of springs. Also, actually collecting a piece at the end of the segment here, like so. Instead of lasagna boost, maybe they should be given us springs in the time trials. It's like, alright, you get so many opportunities for a boost, the use of a shortcut. Use it wisely. I guess there's like an airport nearby too, because that airplane is flying pretty low. Probably a cargo plane bringing Normal back from whatever country Garfield shipped him off onto. Definitely one of the things I was surprised by, at least a little bit, when I realized, oh, hey, Normal's a boy, huh? You know, it's, I guess because it's an animal, so it's not really... And, you know, the way they drew it, it's no... Thankful, not at the time, they didn't have, like, any obvious feminine features on them. But the voice and everything kind of made you assume Normal was a girl, but no, Normal's actually a boy. Much like Tweety Bird, right? Tweety Bird is also a boy. Right, you have a lot of people referring to Tweety as a she, but that Tweety is actually he. Also very surprising. But, yeah, definitely something that does not change the dynamic of everyone they interact with in those cartoons at all. That's for sure. Where's the other puzzle piece? Is there one here? No. The other 2 are really out of the way then, because I definitely did not spot them. Anyways, here's one. Go ahead and pick that up. Also, a hell of a shortcut. Even it's like nothing but off-road there. You're cutting out a substantial amount of track if you manage to have a spring on hand. Holy cow. Oh, it's got to be through that... Yep, through that pillar here. I'll go ahead and pick this up. Or not, because I totally botched that. Man, that was like one of the easiest puzzle pieces in the world to pick up, and I somehow screwed it up. What the heck? Ah, so there's the other one. So I need another spring there as well. Alright. And just picking them up. We'll record them forever. I don't need a lasagna boost, I need springs. Don't tell me wrong way, game, I was going the right way. Ah, more pies. Alright, I'll get you next time, puzzle piece. Alright, final circuit. There we go. We're back to the desert shifting sand land. I guess I hear jazzy tunes featured for desert-themed tracks enough times that this doesn't feel too out of place. Man, hidden boost pad. Ah, so they show you where the other puzzle pieces are. They just kind of dim them out, because it's like, yeah, you got them already. Don't worry about collecting them anymore. Just there to remind you that you've already collected them. Oh, good. Getting put to sleep doesn't completely halt your forward momentum. I mean, in midair, right? They totally could have done that midair just to say one last screw ya, but they didn't. At least appreciate that. I wonder if the last puzzle piece is like hidden in that spot there that I keep ignoring. It's definitely not out here. That's puzzle piece number 2. Which needs number 3 is somewhere earlier on the track. Or number 1, I should say. It's number 1. Alright, I'll get one more go at it. I do have a spring handy, so if it does happen to be in mid-air, I'll at least get a better shot at it. Oops. Guess it makes sense that all the weapons fired behind you kind of are just mines, but wonder if they maybe could have added different effects, right? Like Crash Team Racing has 2 weapons that you kind of throw behind you, but they both do different things, right? You have the crates that just straight up explode and you know, cause you to flip out for a bit, and then you have the beakers which spin you out and can cause debilitating effects if you hit the souped up version. Alright, so it's not in there. Boing, 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 boing. I wish there was some sort of air boost. That would be nice. Some way to justify getting a little extra air off the jumps here. Alright, one more victory, so that's a clean sweep on 50cc. So we got the Super Fit and the Cyclobone. So now 2 more characters can get their complete Kart sets. Alright, gonna go ahead and quit that. And just go back to the garage real quick, see what the others... Yeah, win all the races. It's not just, Yeah, it's not just get first place. You gotta get first place in every race to get your gameplay enhancing part. Oh, let's see what the item effects here do. Yeah. Ah, okay, so yeah, had the... Well, it is nice they tell you how big the bonus is for the particular hat. So if you get the gold medal version, you will get a much more substantial boost. Oh, huh. Jump height. Does that really do anything? Like, it would be one thing if you got, like, you know, extra boost off the airtime, but... Maybe it'll let you clear certain gaps better in tracks. It's a very situational hat, I guess. Psychotic speed. Apparently 30% extra speed is enough to make pies go psychotic. It's like an item enhancement somewhere, or giving you additional ammo. Like lasagna boosts. Or... There's... Huh. Wait, hold on. So apparently... Only 9 of these races actually give you a hat bonus. The rest of them are just kind of there for bragging rights. I'd assume it's like the first 2 cups then. Alright, well... In any case, that's been Garfield Kart. It's a pretty straightforward kart racing game. Definitely interesting that, you know, they made a kart racer based off Garfield, but for what it's worth, it's a competently made kart game. Like, definitely good amount of stuff for you to do. It's definitely things for you to chase for, even if you don't like race online or anything. There's enough stuff here to perhaps justify a pickup for one reason or another. You know, whether you actually be a fan of Garfield, you just want to pick up the game for the irony, or you just feel like having a mascot kart racer and have had your fill of your Mario Karts and your Sonic Racers and your Crash Team Racings. So yeah, I think I personally got this from a... It was like either a Humble Bundle or it was like a giveaway. I forget which, but yeah. Yeah. But I'd say if you can get it for like super cheap, it's probably be worth your money, right? You'll probably enjoy it. If you probably even be better if you can rope some friends into it. You know, I'll have some fun driving as Garfield characters, right? I don't know. I know the strip gets dragged through the mud these days, but there's a certain amount of enjoyment I still derive from the base version of Garfield. For one last point of topic, we're gonna swing back around to Garfield minus Garfield. Anyone remember when they made the animated special version of Garfield minus Garfield? So I remember watching that and just... yeah, right, it's like a whole 30-minute special of the Garfield Christmas special without Garfield. Definitely made things surreal when, you know, you didn't have the cat reacting to things, or, you know, the characters would respond to complete air. And then the twist they had at the end was definitely interesting. A twist on what they would normally do, and then, you know, you see the like extra stuff to it, and it's like, oh, huh. I guess they kind of led up to it, so yeah. Alright, anyways, that's Garfield Kart, and that's gonna be this stream. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for tuning in. Next week, we're we're gonna start proper on Lego 2K Drive, because that's gonna come out on Friday. I did not get the super duper extra exclusive edition that lets me get 3 days early access because I was kind of waiting on the reviews, right? Because as cool as the whole idea of open world driving but Lego is, I just like, yeah, you never know. There's still a chance that things could come out upside down some way or another, so I was just waiting. But it seems like, for the most part, people are pretty cool with it. Right, the impressions for at least the gameplay stuff seems pretty positive, so I'll probably pick it up. I still might wait, see how it just comes out launch day, right? Like, still might come out as like some sort of buggy mess, which really suck. Because I don't know, Lego and racing. I enjoyed that combo when they did Lego Speed Champions of Forza Horizon 4, and them expanding it out and furthering it with just more Lego plot and style and substance, and vehicle change for your 3 types of terrain. Sounds like it'll be right up my alley. So keep my fingers crossed. And so yeah, next week we'll probably do Lego 2K driving, and on Friday we're gonna continue Mega Man Battle Network. I feel like I'm reaching the end there because Dr. Wily has collected all the Chaos Emeralds, programs, and is about to do the thing. So we'll probably see if we can perhaps just power through and get through the end of the game there. So yeah, that'll be when I'm next on Friday, so I'll see you then. But first, let's see who is online right now. Who can I send y'all off to? Check my lists. Surprisingly, there are still a handful of Kingdom. Well, it doesn't seem as numerous as it used to be. It's like shift back to usual X Fortnite writing. 3. Yeah, Warzone. Blocks. Cult of the Lamb. Minecraft. Yeah, Elden Ring. See that for Ali's. Still a bunch of Star Rail. I think they have a new character coming recently. X. When I played Genshin Impact, I would always try to get on right when they rotated banners and there was like a new character for me to grab. That I really wanted. There were some banners that I skipped over. They didn't have character that. And I'm still not quite sure why I completely missed the following tab, even though it was like right in my face. Browsing for possibly pull to a little bit. Very much just amps up my decision process because, like, oh boy, to choose. Tags, but following. Called them. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. I actually managed to not agonize for 5-10 minutes over raid. Gonna go raid Bloody Delune. They're playing Idle Showdown. That's like that freeware hololive fighting game that's kind of made a bit of a splash in the scene. So yeah, if you're joining in on the raid, I guess. Well, this one's pretty obvious. We'll just hit him with a Garfield raid, and if you're not, see you on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Also, I just realized apparently this is one of those games where kind of mutes itself if you exit out the window, which been doing this whole thing without any music. Well, hopefully not been too much of an issue. All right, see you Friday.